Hello everyone, this is Lisa with Grace and Old Paper. I have today a thrift haul, yard sale haul, thrift store haul, all the good things. And this is a accumulation of several thrifting trips I did recently. I've had a few weeks where I have just had a blast going to different thrift stores, and I went out of town to visit my daughter, and we went to several thrift stores. So I'm going to share with you most of what I've got. I have a few things that I did go ahead and give away to my grandsons, but for the most part, I have everything here. So we're going to start. First of all, I saw this advertised on Facebook Marketplace, and I have been wanting one of these for a long time to be able to do a sewing junk journal with it. And I found this one, and somebody was selling it, and I got it for $10. I thought that was an incredible deal. I thought it was fabulous. It has lots of nice natural aging to it. It is a bit bowed, but I think I can kind of ease that out of it. But it has all the original pages. It has the original, whatever this plastic piece is that helps the pages stay good in here. But I went through and I counted all the pages, and they're all here, and it's such lovely vintage artwork in it. I'm just really excited about it. First I'm going to read it because I occasionally sew a little bit, and really interested to see what it says in here about sewing different fabrics and different articles of clothing. There was some really fancy stuff in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Just glancing through. I mean, gosh, we don't have things like this really anymore. The children's section is precious. Let me see these little dresses. How cute is that? I was really excited to get this for $10. Yeah, look at these. Look at these pages. I think it's adorable. Make your own appliques. I just love it. Anyway, I thought this was a really great deal for $10. Am I going to do this right away? No. But I'm going to read it. I'm going to enjoy it myself for a little bit, and then I'll work on a sewing journal. So I got that for $10. I thought it was a really great deal. Went to a little local thrift store here the other day. We have two of them in this little town a little bit south from me. I didn't get much at the first one. It was a playing card game for my oldest grandson, and it was a brand new card game. I know you've heard of Uno, but this was Dos, and I've never seen it before, and we got it and we actually played it, and it was pretty fun. But I found this for junk journaling, and I just kind of cracked up at this. It was 99 cents, and I will definitely use these. Me and my youngest daughter, we just love Bob Ross, and so all of these cards in here have some of his little sayings on them, which is just fantastic. And I thought this would be really great in junk journaling. I must have them upside down. Just let your imagination go. You can create all kinds of beautiful effects. Just that easy. Trees cover up a multitude of sins. So I thought these would be really, really fun to use in junk journaling. I found that, and then I also found these little books. One of them had this little, was a sticky thing, little book plate, but I thought it was really cute, and I can use that in something else. So I found that little treasure. All these books I got, they had you fill a bag up for, I think it was $5. And so I got all of these. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's about $1 a book, which is not bad. This one I got, and I'm still unsure on it. And if I don't decide to use it, I'll donate it. But I thought it had some really cute fussy cuts possibly, and I'll look through it a little more. I was kind of in a hurry at the time I went. I had my oldest grandson with me, and he didn't really enjoy being there that much. So I was kind of grabbing and going, but I thought it was kind of cute. So I'll look that over a little more and see if I really like it. I did find this little, and it was originally only $1, but this was a charity organization, so I thought, well, why not? But it has a good weight to the paper, and I could tea dye some of these, and this would be really cute in junk journals. I got this from me. I have seen these lately, ink tracing. There's kind of a coloring book, but it's different that you trace the lines. I think somebody has started one here. You get your marker and trace the lines. I just thought it looked like fun. But I could also use some of these in junk journals because the pages are just beautiful. Look at the back side. So wouldn't that be pretty in junk journals? I thought so. I got this because if you are paying any attention to current events of any of the last year, this place has undergone some changes, and I just thought this was just a really interesting book about the history of it and everything. And so, plus it's got really cool pictures. So I just got that for myself for an interesting read. Got this for my grandson. In one of my other thrifting trips, it was a different escape room type book and I gave it to my middle grandson, and when I was over visiting them recently, and apparently they've had a great time with it. The one I gave him, I found at a thrift store, and it had a big envelope in the back that had a bunch of things with the book, and his mama let me know that they had a really great time playing with that book, and said if I ever found any more to grab it. Well, I saw this, and it's different, and it's very interactive, and if you ever see one of these, it is a cool book. But I've been looking at it myself, trying to go through the puzzles, but these are like some of your secret code things that helps you figure things out. But you start out like on the first page, and depending on what your answer is to here, it gives you all these different answers, and you figure out which one you think is right, and you go to that page. And then if you guessed right, like I can't remember which one this is, but let's say the first answer is 65. So see, if you guess 65, it would be wrong. So you have to figure out which one is the correct one, and then you go to that number and you do that clue, and it takes you back and forward all through the book. And it's got so many different puzzles. Like that one is just figuring out which glove matches that. This one's a little more difficult because you have to figure out, because it says 4 letters occur exactly twice in each of this title, and another one occurs exactly 3 times. So you have to figure out which title solves that. So there's just so many different puzzles and things. Really fascinating. I've been working my way through it, trying to see if I can solve it. But this is also a duo book, which I thought was really cool. So you flip it over, and it's got another escape room thing over here. I just thought that was just really neat. So I got all of those for $5 at that thrift store. And then, let me think here. Oh, I also that day got a basket just for me, just because I thought it was pretty. A little dirty on the inside, but I'm going to use this for decor, or I may use it on my porch. Not really sure, but I just thought it was a nice basket. So I got that, and I think I paid $2 for it, which is not bad at all. Okay, I have actually wrote all this stuff down so that I could remember. Let's see. I went to a yard sale here. I did go to my youngest daughter's. It was about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and they're the ones that live 5 hours away from me, and I went to visit them. And like I said, we did thrifting there. But before I did, I went to two yard sales here. The first one, I got a 12 by 12 paper box. One of these plastic things. I got this, not the stuff in it, but I got this, and I got these are pillow shams, and they're plaid, and the back side is also a plaid. But my original thought was I could use this. We have a room in our house we call the boys' room, and it's for my 3 grandsons, and it has 2 twin beds in there and all their toys, and a low table for them to play at. It's all set up for them, and it has a lot of these colors in it, and I thought originally I could use this on the day beds in there. But then again, I may not. I may use this for junk journaling, or I may use it to make a quilt for my youngest grandson. Not sure which. Either way, I just thought it was they're really big, and they were in good shape. I've already washed them. And so for this and this box, and I also got a couple of little vases for myself, I think I paid $3 for everything. So I thought that was a fabulous deal. Fabulous. And then I went to another yard sale, and I racked up there. I got everything that's in this box plus some other stuff. Let me open this up. So I got this book, and I think everything that I'm going to show you I got at that yard sale, I paid $6 for. Really good. But this is a very old party book. Let's see, it's from 1941, but it goes through all throughout the year, and it tells you party games you can do, different types of parties. Gosh, so many. And it's games, of course, we don't play games like this anymore, but so many cool things. I think there's even like some menus possibly in here. Just all kinds of fun things. I thought it should be a really cool book to look through, first of all, and then junk journal with. The book itself is in really bad shape. It's really falling apart, but the pages are fantastic. So I got that. I got this little music book. And what's cool here is it's got this little image on each. It's not this image, but it has an image on each page there. Different things, which I thought was unusual. I'll use that. Found this, which I just love, and I may set this out for decor for a little while just because I love the retro look of it. Just love it. And it's just a great little children's music. And also, you know, if I ever decide to start using it for junk journaling, what I would probably do is take the wire out so that the pages will have this lovely perforated edge on it, because I think that's really cool in a junk journal, to leave that way. I got that. Found this. Mini musicals. And this, what it is just children's little musicals. So I got that. Also, I got this little case, which, you know, storage comes in handy. Found these flashcards, which are Care Bear flashcards. And not all of them have Care Bears on them, but they're all so cute. I mean, look at that. Some of them do have Care Bears on the other side. Some of them don't. But I thought they were cute. And like I said, I was getting this stuff for so cheap here that I thought, why not? These were also in there. They're Fisher Price flashcards. Bright and colorful. Some of them are plainer, but still cute. I got those two. These were just sitting in, they have just boxes of stuff sitting on the ground. And these to me are always just fun to look at. This was, let's see, 1949 and 1952. Look at 1949. Average income, $2,959 a year was the average income. A new car, $1,420. A new house, $7,450. Is that not crazy? I mean, crazy. So these things are fascinating to me, just to even look at. So I found these two. They had just some, like I said, a lot of things thrown in a box, so I just kind of threw all this in my pile. These are always fun to use in cooking journals. Not sure why I have one random envelope, but I do. So anyway, and then this thing. So all of that, and then I also got this brand new roll of wrapping paper with music notes. Is that not cool? I will either use this personally for wrapping paper or figure out how to use it in junk journals. I just really liked it. It was originally from TJ Maxx. Oops. Originally from TJ Maxx for $2.99. And then the last thing I got there was, oh, let me move this out of the way, was this cool box. It's a metal box. Still has its little lock on the front. And it's just so retro. I just love the look of it. It does open up if you know how to do it. I'm going to get this in a minute. There we go. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use it. Oh, it even has the key taped in there. I just noticed that. Oh, am I showing it to you or not? I can't see my camera. It's in there. But the key's taped in. That's cool. Not sure what I'll use it for, but I just love the retro look of that. One of my favorite things. Okay. So that was all of the thrift stores and yard sales from here locally. And then I went to visit my daughter. And we went to several things while I was over there. We just had a really good time. First of all, close to her house is a Goodwill bins store. And this bins is not the kind where they empty out the Goodwill stores and just put random junk in there. No, this is one of those that has Amazon returns or just returns of some other, I don't know where, but it's kind of return store. So it has like a lot of unopened things, and you can take the stuff to the back of the store and they'll open the boxes for you if you want, and you can look and see what they have. I did get 3 gifts for people while I was there, and the day we went was $1 day. We didn't do it on purpose, but the day, because if you know one of these stores, they start out, I think, at the beginning of the week, and it's $6. Everything's $6. The next day you go, everything is $5, $4, $3. So we went on the $1 day, which was the last day before they cleared out and refreshed. So everything we got was $1. So I did get 2 toy things that were for a friend of hers. I bought it for her little girls. And then one other little, was a pair of brand new Harry Potter socks that I got for my other daughter because she loves Harry Potter. I also got for my grandsons for Christmas, for here, my grandchildren, snowball fight. These are always just fun, but it's just simply a box of fake snowballs. But those are fun for them to use. So it was $1. Not bad, huh? What else did I get there? I got the snowballs, the 3 gifts. Oh, I have a new shelf that I'm going to put in my craft room here, and I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, and I'm in the process of sanding it and repainting it. And it's going to be painted white, but on the back of where the shelves are, I saw this at the bins, mind you, and I'm going to try to attempt to put this on there. But it's wallpaper. It's peel and stick wallpaper, and I'm hoping that's showing up okay. But it's kind of a pink toile. And I love pink. Pink is like my accent color in here. If I have an accent color, it's pink. But I found 2 of these rolls, so these were $1 a piece. Brand new. That was fabulous. Let's see here. I also got, let me dig it out. I've got so much stuff here. Here we go. This is it's actually a Christmas bag kit. But it comes with all of these Christmas paper bags, which I use a lot of these in my gift wrapping at Christmas. Like I do stockings for everybody in my family. And sometimes they're all bulky things, or like if you get a pair of fuzzy socks, house socks or something like that, I'll roll them up and I'll put them in one of these and then roll the bag up and tape it, and it just keeps it contained. Or I'll put goodies and things. But it's this whole bunch of these bags. Plus it comes with these little clothespins and little strings and stickers. So I got this whole thing for $1. I thought, heck yeah. I got Christmas labels, which I use labels like crazy because we have a pretty good family, and I'm a gift giver, so I thought these were the cutest labels. Plus I could use some of them in junk journaling too. So I got that for $1. And then one of my happiest finds. I had been thinking about getting these. I had these on my Amazon wish list, crafting stuff. So I thought about getting them, and I found these in the bins. I could not believe it, and I snatched them up. Looked for more, but there were not any more. But these are Christmas cards. And I have seen somebody take these and make them into little mini Christmas notebooks. Put in your own pages and everything and sew it and make it into notebooks. I will be doing that. So I got all of these, and I'm not sure how many's in there, but my gosh, at the cute patterns. There's that one, this one, this one. That's cute too. Oh, I love him. That is the cutest. Oh, that's precious. Cute. Love it. So I got all of those envelopes to go with if I need them, and I got the stickers. So this whole kit was $1. How fabulous is that? Love the bins. We were quite happy about that. Or I was. So let's see if I got anything else there. Yes, I did. I've just got to figure out what I did with it. Well, I guess I will find them in a minute because I don't know what I did with them. Okay, well, moving on. She also has a Goodwill store there not far from there. And I got some books. I got some from my grandsons. I got like 1, 2, 3 from my grandsons, I think. And then I also got these. I got these 2 golden books, and they were 99 cents a piece, which was fabulous. And I found this. If you've watched some of my videos before, I love the Tales from Fern Hollow books. This person, John Patience, he has the most beautiful, beautiful books. Love the artwork in them. So anytime I find one of these, I grab it because I just think they're beautiful children's books. Absolutely fantastic. So I found that. So that was all I found at that thrift store was these. That was that Goodwill. Then we went to a big Goodwill. And boy, did I get some good books. Let's see what I got. Well, first of all, I got this from my other daughter just because it's hilarious. Isn't that cute? It's just a little tin sign, but she'll love it. She loves the kitty cat stuff. I got this Christmas book. And I think all my books were $1.99. Which is, I'm cheap. It's a little more than I wanted to pay, but you don't find them very often. And I loved the vintage look of the artwork. I thought this would have some really good fussy cuts and some good pages. Just thought it was beautiful. Really pretty. Really pretty. So there's that one. I also got this one. I believe was the only one I paid 99 cents for. Really cute book though. Look at that. I mean, you can't beat that, right? If nothing else, really cute fussy cuts. I just love this. Look at this guy. This is one of the cutest books I have found in a long time. Absolutely precious. This will be going in Christmas journals. I thought this was a great find for 99 cents. I did not put those there, somebody else did. So precious. There's that one. Also found 2 We Sing books, which I'm always on the lookout for. They're fabulous to use. So found those. Those were $1.99. This book was $1.99. And it just has really great, look at all this. The only thing I don't like about these pages right here are glossy, but I'll still use them anyway, just because they're so pretty. But these pages are matte, which I love. So these are great, great, great pages to use. So I was quite happy with that for $1.99. Found another one of these. I already have one of these in my possession, and if you saw, I just recently did a baby journal, the quilted baby journal, and that's actually where this little fussy cut I did use a fussy cut of this in there, and that. That's what this book came from, this book, which is so cute. One of these days I'll do an Easter book, and I thought this would be fabulous. Some of the other stuff I don't particularly care for, but those pages are precious. And it's the Whispering Rabbit. So that one was $1.99. I rescued these books there, and actually won't get a whole lot out of them, but I have this thing about rescuing old books. I don't know why, but I have never seen these. These are called the Golden Book. These are the Golden Book encyclopedias, and this is the Golden Book dictionary. And they're just, this is, let's see, 11, 13, and 15. I've just never seen any of these before. And like I said, I won't get tons out of them. Some things I will be able to use, some it's just, you know. But not bad. I just had trouble leaving them behind. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And I keep telling myself, Lisa, if you're not going to use a bunch of it out of it, don't buy the book. There's no point, you know, don't clutter up your shelves. I don't have unlimited shelf space. But, oh, there's a good little image there. So, you know, it's not that there aren't images in it that I'll use, but, I mean, not all of it like that I wouldn't use. But I couldn't leave it behind. Do y'all have that problem? Because I do. I do. I just seriously have that problem. Oh, I love the peacock up there. I just didn't want it sent to the dump, you know? So I'll hang on to them for a while, and I'll use what I can out of them. Oh, that's cute. So I got those for $1.99. Now, there's one other book I got there that I about had a conniption over. Because I have been hunting for one forever. And I have seen other people, other junk journalers, find these things in the wild. And I have never, ever found one in the wild. Now, this is a paperback version and not the bigger hardcover version, but I don't care because I found that for $1.99. I have been hunting for one of these books the whole time I've been doing junk journaling, and I have never, ever, ever seen one myself in person. And I am so excited, and I don't know whether to stare at it for a long time and flip through it for a long time or just start using it immediately. I don't know. I'm just so excited to find this book. It's like the holy grail of books for junk journalers. It's just so beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, look at that page. Just so, I'm just so in love with that. I can't even tell you how excited I was to find that. My daughter was like a couple of rows over from me looking at books. And I found this book and I popped my head up over that shelf and I called her name and I was like, look what I found. And she goes, what? I showed it to her and she was like, okay. And I was like, no, you don't understand. You don't understand. I have been wanting that forever. Okay, moving on, because, you know, I get a little too excited about that. We went to this fancy little, it wasn't a thrift store, it was gift shop. I don't even know what to call it, but they had some vintage things, some antique things, and then a lot of new things, some arts and crafts, that kind of thing. Well, I found this, and I think it's vintage, but I'm not sure. I just liked it. But it's this pretty little vase, and I got this for me. And I paid $6 for it, which I was okay with. And then they also had these. These are, she called them Real Touch roses, and they do have a real feel to them. Really, really pretty. With this little bundle of them, $6, but I'm going to get me some, like, stones or marbles or something to put down in there and put this in there. Won't that be pretty? On my new bookshelf. It'd be fabulous. Fabulous. Okay. We went to, I only got 2 things at Dollar Tree. We went to a Dollar Tree. We actually went there twice, but other stuff I got was just stuff for the kids. But I found this little picture frame, which I'm going to stain or paint. And I found this one. Now, it looks cheap as all get out right now. Looks very, white plastic cheap. But I've seen people paint these. Like I have some pretty gold spray paint. And I'm going to try spray painting it and see. I don't know if you can see with this glare in here. Let me open it up. Let me get my cutter out because that's being stubborn. It looks very, very cheap right now, but I'm hoping that once I paint it, it'll be a whole lot better. There, can you see what I'm talking about? But I have seen people spray paint these and it ends up fabulous. So I have a room that one of my bedrooms, I said I have the room in our house is the boys' room. Well, I have another room. It's one of my guest rooms, and it's for my granddaughter, and her name is Rose, and I call it Rose's room. And it's got some quirky elements to it, but also has a lot of like pretty colors and rose things, and has some. I like using the gold frames with the intricate gold frames, and I just thought this might be pretty in there, spray painted gold. So we'll see how that looks when it's done. So those were Dollar Tree items, which is really great. Super cheap. Okay. Let me see if this is the last store I went to. I think it was. Let me see, because like I said, I have all this wrote down. Yes. Last store I went to, my daughter has close to her this wonderful thrift store, and it is a volunteer-based thrift store, which means that everybody that works there are volunteers, and they're only open limited hours 3 days a week. And the day we went was the first day of the week that they're open. I think it was on Wednesday. And when we got there a few minutes before it opened. The line to get in was around the building and down the sidewalk just to get in the building. And they have limited buggies, so that's why everybody tries to get there early so they can get a buggy if they want. Plus, it's not super, super huge, but the prices are cheap, cheap, cheap. And let me show you what all I got there. Had a blast there. Let me tell you, just had a blast. This, first of all, is a personal thing. I got this because I use these in my cabinet in the kitchen. I have one that's shorter, so this one will work much better, but I use it to put my bacon cookie sheets in between and stand them up. Works fabulous. And this one's really nice and tall. It's, let's see, it's about 8 inches tall. So this will work much better than my other one, which I think came from Dollar Tree. So this will work much better. This I got for let me see. Yeah, $2. $2. That was a good find, I think. My daughter laughed at me for getting this. She said, you don't need this because I have the hugest collection of Christmas stuff you've ever seen. But I love my Christmas stuff. And I can't fit him under here. But he's a big bird. He's a big bird. Isn't he cute? He's a big old bird. And he stands up. And he was $2. So, yes, I did need him. I told her I did. She didn't believe me to start with, but I told her I did. And this, I am always hunting for pretty frames to use around my house. And I really I have wanted one for a long time, either circular or oval. I'm trying to get the plastic off of it. They have it to where it hangs sideways, and I will change that, and I will change the images in it. But I got this. It's this huge, big oval frame, and they have it hanging this way. And I can use that if I want to, but I'll probably change it and hang it vertically this way. But I got this for $6, and I was willing to pay a little more than I normally would because I never, ever, ever see one like this, shaped like this. Just never do. So I got that for $6. And then, yes, I couldn't resist him. I love Mr. Santa. And it actually has gold glittery elements to it. Really pretty. And I paid $2 for him. $2. So I couldn't leave him there. He was only $2. And he needed to come in my home. He just really did. Has a signature on it. I don't know who that is, but if you can see it there. Yeah. But yes, Mr. Santa needed to join my collection. He would have cried if I left him behind. I found this, which is just a box, but I paid $1 for it. But I never see one this square. It's 12 by 12 by 12. Now, admittedly, it's got a slot for using it for a card box, but I can use it anyway for a gift box. That's just a good gift box. And like I said, I do lots of gifts, so had to do that. I got a couple of books while I was there. One of them is this one. And this is just the cutest little story. It's Christmas humbugs. These are humbugs, apparently. And I may use it in journals, or I may fussy cut it. I'm not really sure which, but it can also live in my Christmas collection because it's a very, very cute book. Really good story. But I mean, how cute are they? And they create mischief all around the house. Isn't it cute? But look at the colors. Really, really pretty. And yes, the story ends up okay at the end. They got Christmas needles stuck all in their little fur. It's just a pretty little book. I love that. But then this other one, and what did I pay for the books? I paid 50 cents. 50 cents for the books. Keep that in mind. I got this one. This one was 50 cents. And it's just a little cute little Christmas book I can use. It's got music. Love that. But the one I got most excited about there was this one. And we all know Eloise Wilkin has the most beautiful artwork of little children ever. Love it. And I have never seen this one before. And oh my gosh, it is the cutest book. 50 cents. 50 cents. And it has all these little poems. Look how precious this is. I can even fussy cut things out. I will use all kinds of things in this book. Oh, sweet. All her little children have the cutest little chubbiest cheeks. Oh my gosh. See that quilted journal I just did? Wouldn't some of this have been precious in that? That's typical for me. I find things after I've done journals. Oh, so cute. So cute. Oh my gosh, look at him. Oh. Absolutely love this book. My daughter found it and she picked it up, and I saw Eloise. Actually, I just saw the little child on the front, and I saw, oh, that's an Eloise. And about that time she moved her hand, I said, yep. I knew that. Soon as I saw that little cute little face, I was like, that's an Eloise Wilkins. Okay, so that was all the books I got. Let's see. I got this little card. It's brand new. Got it for 10 cents. I can put that in a junk journal, and it's as cute as it can be. Love that. Found one of these, and I paid a $1 for it. I'm all the time looking for these. Every time I think, oh, I don't need to get another one, either my husband or the kids will say something about it. I need one of those organizer things. So I'll grab them when I see them. Let's see. My daughter got something, and she gave me the stuff she didn't want out of it. So it was, got a bunch of little, they're actually supposed to be tags, but I can use these as little journal cards. All is bright. So celebrate. This one's cute. Those, and then these are actually like gift card holders, and I can either use them in junk journaling or I can put them in my gift wrapping and just use them myself, because I give gift cards every so often. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. It's a paper twine. I might can use it. I'll see. So there's that. So I didn't pay anything for that. My daughter gave me that out of something she had gotten. I got this from my screen porch. It's just a wall metal basket, and I paid $1 for that. Love that. I got, let's see here. Oh, I've got stuff everywhere, people. First of all, I got these little yellow doilies. Oh, sorry. Yellow doilies, and there's 4 of them here. And I paid $1 for all of them. So it's like a quarter a piece. Love those. And then I found this for myself. It's this pretty little star candy dish. Isn't that pretty? I paid $2 for that. But I love that. That's for me. Also got from myself this pretty oval platter. Did I need it? No. But it was $2, and I just loved it. I don't think there's any kind of particular name on it. Let me see. Whittier Whittier something. Pottery? Yeah. Whittier Pottery. It's hard to see. And it's got a copyright symbol and it says 79. I don't know if it's in USA. Either way, I just thought it was a really pretty tray. Really pretty. Also found, this is an open thing of napkins, but I will use them for junk journaling. I thought that'd be really pretty for an Easter journal. Using the napkins. I think I paid 50 cents for that. Not really sure. Found these labels and I paid $1 for these, but I love them. Little shipping labels. Found this tag set. It comes with the string and the tags. And I think this was 50 cents. Yeah, 50 cents for that. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Got these are wine charms, which I will take apart and use in my junk journals. Let me see if I can just get them out. These I did pay a little more than I probably should have. They were $2. But I was just excited and I was just grabbing stuff that was so pretty. Got a little snowflake. A little Christmas tree. These kind of, they have more of a pewter look to them, but I love it. This is actually not Christmas. That's like a little flower. It's a present. Star, it says Merry Christmas. There's another one of those flowers. That one's already loose. There's a some kind of alcoholic drink. Another kind of flower. And this one. Oops. There. So all of those were $2. Then I found these tags. Which there are stockings and Santas. I mean, snowmen. And these were well, 50 cents. Yeah. But gosh, good for Christmas journals. And then this one was $1. But wowee. Look at the number of tags. It's all Santas and penguins, but so many of them for $1. So I thought that was fabulous. All right, I am missing something here that I've got to try to find. And I don't know what I did with it. And I'm going to find it here. Give me just a second. I found it. Okay. This came from the bins too. So I paid $1 for this. It's 2 of measuring tapes. Good for sewing journals. I think they're plastic, but I can still use them. I prefer it if they were, you know, fabric or paper, but they're still nice. So I paid $1 for that. This came, 2 of those presents I said I got for those little girls. It was this little, there were cases, plastic cases that opened up in the front, opened up in the top, and it had Christmas figurines and stuff in it that you could decorate the boxes with. It had a bunch of little things that came with it. Really cute for $1. But it had these in it, and I took them out because they didn't seem to go with it, really. And for little girls, it just it wouldn't work well. But for journaling, yeah. Let me put this out here. This one fell apart. So anyway, these were in it, and these are little cards. I thought they were cute. They're actually meant to fold and pop out, but I can use those in junk journaling. And then these were also in it, and it actually comes like this, if you can see this. How cute is that? I can use it like this, or this one had fell apart. So you can use it in pieces. Really pretty, 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 pretty. Some kind of like pop-up scene. Oh, how cute is that? So I just kept that part for myself. And I can use those. And then while I was there, this was all this was all the stuff I bought. Which, did I go crazy? Yes. But I helped my daughter go through her collection of journaling stuff. And some of it I have gave to her at one point in time. Sometimes we pass things back and forth. But she was getting rid of things. And so I have got things some I'm keeping for myself. I think all of this I'm keeping for myself. So I ended up with some really cute stuff. Got some more washi tape that she was getting rid of. This she had ordered thinking that they were all going to be a bunch of individual stamps, but they're the same stamps over and over again. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same 5 stamps over and over again. But I can use them. So I brought home, she kept a bunch of them because it was a huge roll, and I just brought the rest home. So I got that. Got a bunch of little, there's a bunch of ephemera she was getting rid of. A bunch of more washi. Like I needed more washi, but this one's really cool. How cute is that? So I'll make some use out of that. I always love stuff like that. Those are pretty. And then we were, like I said, going through her collection. So I've got a whole bunch of random things. I just brought them because those are fun, and I'll use that in my personal little glue book thing I have. What else? If I got anything interesting in here? These things are kind of cool. Isn't that cute? So anyway, she was getting rid of all that, and I thought I'd bring it back. And then I recently joined a Facebook group of Happy Mail, where you exchange Happy Mail. And that just sounds like so much fun to me. I've only ever gotten one thing of Happy Mail before in my life, and I had so much fun with it, and I loved it so, so, so much that I got a little collection of stuff that I'm also going to save for Happy Mail. And then I brought these things home from her house that we were going through. She had a book of silhouettes, and so I brought some of these back because these will be fun for copying and cutting out and using in journals, because those were really cute. So I'll use those. She had some doilies she was getting rid of, some tracing paper. But then look at this paper. And it's a good cardstock with texture to it. Make some really pretty tags and stuff. And then this one on the back side, look at that. That's just a good piece of paper. These could make cute little journal cards. So all of these she was getting rid of. She had extras of them, and I thought I'd bring them home. So over the last couple of, probably about 3 weeks, I have accumulated all of this stuff. Now, keep in mind, I also am reorganizing my craft room. So now I have to fit all this into all my organizing. Anyway, I think this is the end of my haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I had a blast shopping for it and getting it all. This, admittedly, is my most favorite and most prized possession that I got while I was gone. Because, like I said, I've been hunting for one of those for years. I would still love to find the bigger version. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful day. And may God bless you and keep you safe.